Hello everyone, my name is Luke, aka Mr. Rage. I am joined today by my dog Blake, so I hope you enjoy his presence being here as well. But thank you for stopping by to another one of my discussion videos. Huge shout out to all of my viewers and subscribers. You guys are the reasons why I am sitting here doing what I normally do here on YouTube. It's all because of you guys for appreciating me and my content. Thank you guys so much. And I also want to say thank you guys for actually stopping by to some of my live streams. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying streaming. Like, I'm just really enjoying it. I've always wanted a group of people to stream with that just enjoy watching my videos and just like me as a person in general. I really, really appreciate you guys. So yeah, just thank you all so much. Now, again, before I start talking about the topic of today's video, I would also like to say that this video was also inspired by one of my friends, Logan. So, due to his personal circumstances, and I have seen him go through a lot of shit in life, and this video is partially inspired by him and the things that he has gone through in his very colorful life, if I do say so myself. So, shout out to you, Logan. Mate, you are one of the reasons why I am making this video. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, as the topic of today's video says, cheaters are disgusting people. And for all my brothers and sisters out there who have gone through this horrible experience, this painful experience, this video is for you. Because I know what it feels like, and I know that these people are just absolutely terrible. Cheaters are some of the most disgusting, vile people in the world. And I truly feel for anyone who was unfortunate enough to even get in a relationship with one of these toxic pieces of trash in the first place. Now, you see, the thing about cheaters, the first thing about cheaters is the fact that I do not believe that cheaters ever really even cared for their partner in the first place. And the reason for that is because cheating is just a fucked up thing that you can do to another person. You see, when your ex or, your partner who cheated on you, they probably said a bunch of times that I love you. And, that word, that's a pretty big word. And you see, the thing about words is words are just words if there's no meaning or truth behind them. It's easy to just say a big word like I love you if you don't actually really even mean it. It's like, oh yeah, I love you. Yeah, I love you. But if you don't actually mean what you're saying, if it's not coming straight from your heart, and if there's no emotion behind it, and most importantly, if there's no truth behind it, then all it really is just a sad, empty word that couldn't be further from the truth. Because that's pretty much what cheaters are. They will tell you that they love you. They'll say they care for you. And they'll say that you're my soulmate or some other stupid love shit that's not even real. And then they'll turn around and do something horrible like cheating on you. Because cheating is a very bad thing to do to another person. Especially if you gave them the belief that you love them. Making someone believe that you actually care for them like that, and then turning around and doing something so awful to them, so heartbreaking, so mentally and even physically painful to them, it's just terrible. And I have seen and heard stories from more than enough people who unfortunately took their own life because they were cheated on. And that is a very sensitive topic for me because I once knew someone who took their own life because they were cheated on. And this is something that I don't really want to talk about here that much because it just brings back a lot of bad memories. But it just goes to show you how much this can affect another person. Because this can be extremely painful for a lot of people, especially if they are already dealing with problems in life, or if they've had a tough past, a tough childhood, or especially if they were abused by their parents or previous partners. I truly feel for anyone who has gone through something as horrible as that, like all together, like being abused by a previous partner, like a domestic thing, or being treated harshly by parents, or just having a hard life in general, because cheating is already such a painful thing for a lot of people. So whatever thing you had going on in life, like if your life was already kind of hard at that moment, then cheating just makes it so much worse, because usually having a partner in life when your life is kind of hard right now and you're going through something, usually having a partner makes it better. Usually having a partner, it gives you the whole sense of, at least I've got one good thing in life, and that's my partner. The person who cares for me and loves me, and the person that I get to come home to every day and spend my time with for the little time that I have before I have to go to work every day or do whatever thing I gotta do in life. For those people, I truly do feel for you, because being cheated on, if you're already in this type of situation, I can't imagine how it already feels, because like I said, if you're already going through some hardship in life, whether it be financial issues or just personal life issues, usually having a partner is supposed to make it better, because you've got someone who cares for you, and you've got someone to care for, and you got someone to spend valuable time with, someone that you care about, because obviously you care about your partner, you love your partner just as much as they apparently love you. you know One thing I want to say right now is, if you have been cheated on, and if you really did love your partner, and if you was really loyal and faithful to them, then there is someone out there, I'm sure that there is someone out there who deserves you 10 times more than your previous partner ever did. Because the fact that your previous partner cheated on you, they do not know what they just lost. Like, if you were a loyal and loving partner to your partner before they cheated on you, them cheating on you, it would be like finding a piece of gold and then just throwing it away. It's like finding buried treasure almost, and not even taking it home with you. It's like just finding buried treasure and just throwing it away. You are a good person, and there is someone out there who is far more deserving of you. And if you actually still want someone to share your life with, and someone to love, and someone to love you back, then I encourage you to keep going. I know that people these days are not as good as they used to be. I know that there's a lot of bad people out there these days. I know that more than anyone. I experience it every single day of my life. I see bad people every day. So I know how it feels. I know how hopeless it may feel. You may feel hopeless yourself. Everything around you, it feels like everything around you is all just slowly and painfully just coming apart, and all you can do is just sit there and hopelessly and painfully watch. I know it may feel like that sometimes, but there are moments in life where we go through so much darkness and so much pain and torment and suffering, but the reason why we continue to live and continue to deal with all of it and continue to take all the pain is because, although we're going through darkness in life, we live to see the light of the sun shine on us once again. Because although life may seem bad, life is also beautiful, and life has moments of happiness as well as moments of suffering. And even if you're going through a period of long suffering, I know that eventually you will experience happiness again, because that's just how life works. So anyone out there who is going through any kind of problem, whether it's being cheated on or depression or anything else, even if your life seems like it's crumbling down and you are helpless as to anything you can do, trust me, it won't be like that forever. The light will shine on you and me and everyone once again. There's never a moment in life where there is darkness upon us forever, because eventually the sun comes up. The light shines on us again, eventually, even when there is a lot of darkness currently around us. So, whatever you're going through, all I'm going to say is that don't give up. You deal with the pain, you deal with the suffering, but most importantly, you do things to maybe make your life better. Because although the light does shine on us again, sometimes you have to look for the light yourself. Sometimes you can't just wait for the light to shine on you. Sometimes you got to escape the darkness and find the light. So for those of you who are going through whatever it may be in life, you can't just wait for the light to find you and save you from whatever darkness you're in. You have to get out of the darkness yourself, and you have to find the light. Basically, what I'm saying is you need to do things to make your life better, and that's why you don't give up. You don't give up because you have the power and determination to escape that darkness and find the light again. Every one of us does. There's not a single person in this world who cannot make their life better. But you have to put in effort. You need effort, you need determination, and you also need a little bit of confidence. Someone like me, or someone, or maybe a family member, just someone to tell you how strong you really are. Because sometimes not even we know how strong we are. Sometimes we need someone to show it to us ourselves, because sometimes we don't even know just how strong and durable we are. I guess that's why God made it that way. You know, life is hard. Life is full of darkness and hardship, but that's why we're strong enough to make our lives better and ease that suffering, and eventually find happiness again ourselves through our own actions that we take in life. And that's why it's also good to not waste your life. For as long as you're alive, you should always try and live every single moment of your life happy, because life is short. We don't live for that long. We're born, we live, and we die. It's a very short life cycle that we as people have here in this world. And again, although the world may seem like a very hard place, the world is still beautiful, and there are still amazing experiences that life throws our way. Life may throw bad things at our way. It may knock us down. It may knock us right on our ass, and it's going to hurt. All right? It's going to hurt like hell, but we get back up to also experience the good that life has to offer. Life is like change. You see, there's one side of it. There's the painful side, and then there's the good side, the happy side, the side of happiness and joy, but there's also a side of pain and darkness. But we as people are supposed to try and flip the quarter, or not a quarter, but just using an example, we're supposed to try and flip it. So, like I said, whatever you're going through in life, don't ever give up. Do what you gotta do to escape the darkness, to escape whatever bad thing you're in. You need to escape. Make your life better. Do whatever it takes, and whatever you do, don't give up. Don't just waste your life living in sorrow when you have the ability to live your life for the better, for a better outcome, and that better outcome is to experience the good part of life, so you won't need to experience the bad part of life all the time. Because although everyone goes through suffering and hardship, it does eventually end, but we gotta do it ourselves. Life is not gonna get better on its own, okay? Life is not served to us on a silver platter. We need to do it ourselves. And that's why I tell people to not give up. You can't give up because you have the ability to make your life better. Always. But another thing that people need to learn is that sometimes other people will put you in that darkness. Other people will cause that pain and hardship. And that's where we will once again be talking about cheaters. You see, having a partner in life, having someone to love and someone to love you, it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful experiences in life. It's all part of one of the best things that is in this journey that we call life. And experiencing the journey of life with another person is supposed to be a beautiful experience. And love, like actual true love, once you feel actual true love, you'll never want to not feel that feeling ever again. Because love is a powerful thing when you have actually found it. If you found real love. Because another shitty thing about life is the fact that real love, like actual real love, is a very hard thing to find nowadays. You may have friends, you may even have like relatives like cousins and aunts who say they care for you, but do they really? What does it really mean to care for another person? To put that person before yourself and to always be there for that person, and to always want to make that person happy, and to just want to be with that person for all of your time while you're alive. That's what true love really means, and it's really hard to find that these days because of how selfish and cruel people are these days. And it's not even just with relationships. It could even be with other relationships in general, not just like with a partner. You can have a best friends who actually care about each other as if they're family, as if they're brothers. And those best friends could go from being best friends to just friends, and then eventually to complete strangers who don't even know or care about each other anymore. It's sad. It really is, but it's just another shitty part of life. That's just how the rotten egg cracks, and when it cracks, it stinks. And I guess that's just another thing about life that also stinks. It's sad, but it's one of the things that we must accept because that's just how life is. That's just how we as people are. And although a lot of people are like that, true love does exist. There can be times in life where we can find people that we can form actual real love with. People that we love so much, and people who love us just as much. And people who will want to spend every single day of their lives with each other because they just can't stand to be away from each other. That's real love. And although I made it sound really grim back there, at how people are, that does still exist. True love still does exist. It's just so hard to find. And the thing about cheaters is cheaters prove that not only is it hard to find, but it's also very easy to be deceived by it. Fake love is a very painful thing. Because love is such a beautiful thing. Like, real love is such a beautiful thing. Like, when two people have that kind of strong, unbreakable bond and relationship, it's very painful when you think you have something as good and as amazing as love, and it all turns out it was just one big fucking lie. And that's one of the reasons why being cheated on hurts as much as it does. Because these people will crush you. They'll crush you mentally, and they'll crush you even physically. They'll make you feel like crap. They'll make you feel like you're not worth it. They'll make you feel like you're not even worth love. You'll be questioning, why did they cheat on me? Why did they leave me? Why did they choose someone else over me? Was I not good enough for them? Was I not making them happy? Was I not there for them enough? They'll make you question yourself. And I just want to say once again that you were none of those things. Cheaters are horrible people. They're horrible people now, and they will forever be known as horrible people. And another thing that's really stupid actually about cheaters is the fact that it doesn't even make sense to cheat on your partner. You see, I understand. Another thing about love is, although love is a beautiful thing, it doesn't last forever, unfortunately. It's kind of like they say, all good things must come to an end, and love is unfortunately no exception. People can have real love for each other. People can have real bonds with each other, and people can care for each other a great deal. But as time goes on, just like how we get older and our bodies start to decline and stop working, I guess love is kind of the same thing. Imagine a heart. Imagine one heart belongs to the heart of the other person, and the other half belongs to the other person, and those two pieces of the heart, they become one heart. But eventually, that heart starts to decay. It starts to slowly break down and fall apart. That's sometimes what love is like. People fall in love with each other, people get married, and people stay in love with each other for years to come. But as the years go on, it slowly starts to decline. They slowly stop loving each other, and it slowly starts to turn into hatred sometimes. People will go from loving each other to hating each other, which is even more sad. Either they just start to hate each other because they can't stand to be around each other anymore, which is just so sad, or they just start to not care anymore. The rotting heart that is love contributes to all of this. That's basically what it is. People either start to hate each other, or they just start to not care about each other anymore. That's basically how it works. But the thing about cheating is, if you don't love your partner anymore, then why do this to them when you can just say, hey, I don't think I love you anymore. I don't think it's going to work out anymore. Because that's normal. You know, like I just said, people fall out of love. It's fucked up. It's sad. What are you going to do? Cry me a river. It's sad, but it's something that just happens. People fall out of love. If people could fall in love, then they can fall out of love. That's just how it works. So if someone is truly feeling this way about their partner and they don't want to be with their partner anymore, then why not just say something? Why not just have a long talk about it and just say, hey, I don't think it's working out anymore. I think we should go our separate ways. It's going to be painful for your partner. It may even be painful for you. But if you guys are not happy in the relationship, then it's important that you make the right choice that's best for you and best for yourself. Because another thing about people who are not in love with each other anymore is, if two people are supposed to be in a relationship, and if they're both not in love with each other, and if they're both not happy with each other, it's going to turn into a toxic relationship, because one person is going to be in love with the other while the other person is not in love, and that's going to make them unhappy. So eventually it's going to turn into one unhealthy toxic relationship, which is just a recipe for disaster. So it's important that both sides are happy in the relationship. But the thing about cheaters is they don't seem to understand this. Like, instead of letting your partner know how you feel, you would rather go out and not only lie to your partner, but then betray your partner just for lust and temptation, or just because you think you're a special person and you gotta have the best of both worlds. Because I have seen cases where a cheater was still in love with their partner, but they were also in love with someone else. How the fuck do you do that? How the fuck do you do that? How do you fall in love with the person that you are now in a relationship with, and then you fall in love with another? How the fuck does that make any goddamn sense? How do you fall in love with one person who you're in a relationship with, and then you fall in love with another person that you're not in a relationship with? How the fuck does that even work? I mean, I guess it's like when your partner introduces you to like their best friend or their brother and their cousin, and then your partner wants you guys to be friends, you know, like, and that's normal, you know, like you want your girlfriend to be friends with your best friend or your cousin or your brother or just your friend group. I guess, but it's still bad though, because you're supposed to be in love with your partner, the person that you claim to love while you guys are in your relationship. And then you fall in love with another. I can't even wrap my brain around that. Like, honestly, like I can't even wrap my brain around that. Like, usually I try and put myself in somebody's shoes to understand them better, and I'm trying to put myself in their shoes and I just can't understand it. I literally just don't get it. But anyways, as I was saying, if you are not happy with your partner anymore, then why don't you just say something? Why do you gotta betray them? Why do you gotta break them like that? Because obviously, like I was saying earlier, cheating on someone is a really fucked up thing to do because of the emotional trauma it causes on them, and you would still choose to do it. Cheaters like that, who don't even care about the pain that they're causing to another living human being with feelings and emotions, you people are insanely fucked up, and you deserve to suffer for your fucking actions, because you are a terrible fucking person. I had a friend who died over this shit, because that's how heartbroken he was, because of fucking bitches and whores like you. This is hard for me. I didn't even want to talk about this, but I am currently witnessing another friend who is going through something like this. Two friends, actually. And it's just bringing back a lot of stress and a lot of fucked up memories because this was a burden on me as well. But yeah, cheaters are terrible fucking people. You see, the thing about a cheater, the thing about most cheaters, is most cheaters never really cared about their partner that much in the first place. Maybe they thought they did. Maybe even the cheater themselves thought that they really loved this person at one point. But the fact that they would even make such a horrible decision, even consider making such a horrible decision, the fact that they would even do this in the first place is so fucking sick. You should be ashamed of yourself. Honestly, shame on all of you people. These people, if you were unfortunate enough to go through this yourself, I'm going to say this right now. Your partner never loved you in the first place. Because remember about what I said about love. Another thing about love is not only do you love someone, not wanting to, you never want to not be around them, you want to spend all your days with them, all that shit I was saying earlier. Another thing is obviously you would never want to fucking hurt them. That's another thing about love. When you love somebody, when you care about somebody, hurting them would be the last thing on your fucking mind. So the fact that these cheaters did this to their partner, it means that they never loved you in the first place, because that is the opposite of what somebody being in love with someone else would do to the person that they are in love with. Because obviously, like I was saying earlier, being in love with someone, it's not just about wanting to make your partner happy and wanting to spend all your days with them and all your time with them, but obviously you would never want to fucking hurt them, because why would you? When you care about someone, you don't want to see that someone in pain. So these motherfucking dirty ass cheaters and skanks and assholes, they never loved you in the first place. They never loved their partner in the first place. It's the reasons why we call them nothing more but backstabbing, sniveling, belonging on the streets fucking turds. Because these people are heartless pieces of fucking garbage who the only thing they care about is either sex or attention. Because that's another thing that cheaters also care about. They also care about attention. You see, when someone says they love you and when someone says they care about you, it could really boost someone's ego. It can make them feel important. It can make them feel like they're wanted by society and people in general. That's why you see cheaters always trying to go with so many other people. They'll fucking cheat on you with somebody else, then they'll cheat again and again and again. Cheaters never change. Cheaters never fucking change. If you can cheat on your partner and if you can go under such a horrible choice the first time, then you're definitely going to make it again. That's the thing about cheaters. If you can make that horrible choice and actually go along with it and not even care about what you're doing to the other person, then you're not going to change, because these people are fucking heartless. Only a heartless piece of fucking human garbage would do something so horrible to another person that not only did they lie to you about being in love with, but they did the opposite of showing them actual love and affection. You hurt people. You make them feel like shit. You ruin their life. You make them feel like shit. And you cause them an extreme amount of both psychological and even physical pain to their life. These people are terrible. Like, these people are, they're like fucking sociopaths. Like, think about it. Only someone as heartless as a psychotic sociopath would ever even consider doing something so horrible to another living human being. Especially someone that, like I said earlier, you say that you love. And think about how that person feels. Think about how hurt they feel, thinking that someone actually cares for them. Someone besides their family loves them and wants to show them love and affection. And then you turn around and do that to them. And also, they loved you as well. Like, imagine cheating on a partner that actually really cared and loved you. And look, I'm not trying to sound sexist or anything, but most guys, most men are very loyal and faithful to their wives and girlfriends. Like, most men are very loyal, and that's actually why so many men are giving up on relationships, because even men are starting to realize that women don't deserve them. They don't deserve their love and their loyalty, because if women are going to be out here doing this to us men like a dirty fucking female dog humps one dog and then gets pregnant with puppies and then go humps the other one. Like, that's why men are giving up on relationships. That's why guys are giving up on relationships, because even men are starting to see that women just don't deserve it. And yeah, you got guys out there too, and it's actually a bit worse for guys. Like, if you're a guy and if you have a girl that actually loves you and is actually loyal and faithful to you and you cheat on her, then you literally actually, I'm not, this is actually like, I'm not even trying to make like an example here. Like, you actually stumbled upon gold. Like, that sounds a bit dramatic, but a loyal, loving woman, like a woman these days who's actually loyal and loving, if you cheat on a woman like that, then you literally found gold, had it for a while, and then got rid of it. Because women like that are extremely hard to find. Finding a loyal man, I mean, I'm not saying that all men are loyal, but just still, like, but finding a loyal woman, like a loyal, loving woman who is actually dedicated and faithful in her relationship, if you stumble upon something like that and you cheat on her, then you're a fucking idiot. Like, you are one stupid ass fucking jerk for doing something like that. Because most women these days are just not like that. And another thing that confuses me about cheaters is the fact that sometimes a cheater can still love their spouse or their partner or their, whatever you want to call it. I do not believe that. Because the thing is, if your partner actually loved you, then they would consider how you would feel after making such a horrible choice. Because you see, another thing about life is everything we do in life is basically a choice. And the choices we make will affect us as well as the people that we apparently love. So I don't believe that cheaters can actually still love their partners. I just refuse to believe that, because you have a choice. You have a choice to not cause this amount of pain to your partner. So the fact that you still made that choice, even though you could have not made that choice, to me, that proves that you don't really love them. Because like I said, you have a choice. It's a choice that you can make, a choice that you can willingly make. It's your choice to make the choice that will hurt your partner. And if you still make that choice, even knowing that it will hurt your partner, even when you know that you don't have to make that choice and you cannot make that choice for the betterment of your partner and their well-being, and you still make that fucking choice to cheat on them, I refuse to believe that you can still love them. I refuse to believe that. I've heard this before. I've heard that cheaters can still love their partners, and I guess they do, but that makes no sense to me. Because you made a choice. You willingly made a choice, which you could have decided not to make that choice. You could have decided not to make that choice, but you did it anyways, because you cared more about yourself than you did your fucking partner. You still made the choice. You still decided to hurt your partner by making this choice. You were selfish in that moment. You decided to make a choice for your own selfish desire instead of making a better choice for the sake of your partner. And if you love someone, then you will never want to see them in pain. You would want to see your partner happy. You would want to see them in good health, both mentally and physically. So the fact that you would make this type of choice, to me, that proves that you don't really love them. They never loved you in the first place, because the thing about cheaters is there was never any love in the first place. Like, if someone can actually cheat on you, then that means they probably never loved you in the first place, and that's just facts. Because, like I said earlier, when you're in a relationship with someone, and if you actually really love them like you say you do, then you would never want to do something to hurt them. That's not what love is about. Love is the complete fucking opposite. When your partner is in pain, you don't want them to be in pain. You want them to be happy. You want them to be happy because of you. You want to make them happy. You want to be the one to make them happy because it makes you happy. That's what it means to love someone. So the fact that you would make this kind of choice that would do the opposite to them and hurt them in such a horrible way, you never loved them in the first place, and you are nothing more but a disgusting, pathetic, fucking liar. You never loved them in the first place. Just like my friend's girlfriend never loved him. He was madly in love with his girlfriend, and she said she loved him so many times back. And then, you know what she fucking did on him? First she ghosted him, then he found out that she was cheating on him. And do you want to know how he found out? Because she was secretly dating one of his friends in his friend group behind his fucking back, and then he killed himself. You people are pathetic. Like, seriously, you people are absolutely pathetic. Cheaters absolutely disgust me. You fucking people are the reasons why I ran away from relationships, because I am not about to put myself through that kind of pain. It's very hard for me to love someone, right? It's very hard for me. Like, my feelings don't really work like normal people. So if I was to fall in love with someone, and if they was to hurt me like that, then that is a type of pain that I do not want to put myself in. And since so many people are cheaters these days, that's why I refuse to put myself in a relationship. Because I don't want to be put through that kind of pain. So yeah, and another thing that I want to say about cheaters is the fact that why is it that cheaters still want to be with their partner while they're cheating? Well, I think I've got a couple of reasons here. Let me check my notebook real fast. Okay, let's see here. Why do cheaters still stick with their partners even though they're cheating? Let's see here. I don't got my glasses. You know how to read? I don't think he knows how to read. Can you stop that? Okay, I love you too. Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. First page. Why do cheaters cheat and still stay with their partners? Reason number 1, because their partner is making a lot of money. This is one of my favorites. So let's say, like I said in this video, let's say you've got a pretty good job. Let's say you're making a lot of money at the office. You're not rich, but you're making enough money to make you and your partner happy. And obviously, since you share your finances with your partner, you buy your things, you pay the bills around the house, that's another reason why cheaters will still stick with their partner. And this just makes cheaters so much fucking worse, because not only are you lying and hurting your partner, because eventually they're going to find out. Maybe they'll find out years later, which hopefully they don't, but, not only are you cheating on your partner, and not only are you going to hurt your partner severely when they find out, but you're also using your partner just to take care of you. You're so fucking lazy, you can't even take care of yourself. You would rather feed off of the person that you're lying to every single day of your fucking pathetic life than to man up or, just grow some balls on your vagina and tell your fucking partner, hey, I was cheating on you and now I'm gonna leave you. No, you'd rather fucking mooch off of them, take their money, and live inside their house and eat all their fucking food. And that's actually reason number 2. Because cheaters still want to be taken care of by their spouse. Because since their spouse or their partner still most likely doesn't know that they're cheating and still is in love with them and obviously wants to take care of them and treat them right, that's another reason why cheaters will not leave their partners even though they're cheating. Because they like being taken care of and basically using their partner. That's pretty much the only reason. At least, I think... Hold on a second. Let me... I think I had one more page. Blake, can you read this? Can you read this? I can't... He wrote this, all right? My dog wrote this, and it's very hard to read his writing. His writing looks terrible. Can you read this? Well, I think I can make that out. Let's see. Oh, I think I can read it. Yeah, his writing's off. Oh, It's because they want to have a backup partner just in case that the person that they're having an affair with decides to turn their back on them. So yeah, if we look at all three reasons, the reasons why cheaters will still stick with their partner is basically because they are still using them. Because obviously, most of the time, they're not in love with them anymore. Because why else would they be cheating on them? They will stick with their partners for financial reasons, because they'll stick with them for financial reasons, so that their partner can take care of them. They can still have free food every day. They can have a free house, a free roof over their head, a bed, food, water, necessities, TV, credit cards, and also so they can have a backup as well. Because in case the person that they're fucking on the side decides to not want to fuck with them anymore, then they can just go back to their partner as if nothing even happened. Again, it just makes cheaters so much worser than they already are. And you know, another thing I like about cheaters that's actually kind of funny, because this actually makes me laugh. Cheaters will actually try and come up with excuses on why they were cheating. I've seen both men and women say because it was some kind of test, they were just teasing them, or they wanted to see if they really cared about them, because apparently, like, get this. Apparently, a good way to see if your partner actually cares about you is to cheat on them and then see if they'll actually care that you cheated on them. You literally fucking cheated on them. What the fuck do you think they're gonna think? Do you actually think that that's a good way to see if your partner actually really cares about you? How does that make any fucking sense? Huh? How does that make any sense? I'm busy right now. What? Okay. Blake, it's not about you. I gotta take care of my dog in a bit. Okay, so maybe it is about him. Come here, Blake. Come here. Come here. There you go. You see, I don't even need a partner, man. I got my dog. See, this little guy right here, I've had this dog for 3 years now, and he is the love of my life. I love my dog. See, look at how much love he gives me. Look at this. It's sad how a fucking animal is more loyal than another person. You get yourself a dog, man, and let me tell you something about a dog. Let me tell you something about these dogs. These dogs right here, not only do dogs love you, but you become that dog's whole world. Like, these dogs, man, like, these dogs are madly in love with us. Like, these dogs, man, they'll die for you. A dog will literally die for you. Like, this little guy right here, I love this little guy so much. I would rather have him than put myself in that kind of situation. But like I was saying earlier, obviously cheating on your partner is not a good way to see if they actually still fucking love you or care about you. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And another word of advice that I'm going to give you guys, if you were cheated on, right? If you were cheated on and the person that cheated on you messages you or wants you back, I'm sure you already know this because of the amount of pain that they put you through. Do not fucking accept it. If someone cheated on you once, then they will do it again. Because you see, the thing is, if they did that to you in the first place, right? If they made that choice, willingly made that choice to cheat on you in the first place, then obviously they will definitely do it again. They will most definitely do it again. It doesn't matter how much they cry. It doesn't matter how much they beg. It doesn't matter how much they say that they made a big mistake and they feel terrible about it, because cheaters will do that. Cheaters will say that they feel guilty. Cheaters will say that they feel depressed or terrible because of what they did, and they'll want to make up with you. They'll want to make a means to, redeem themselves or whatever. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. They probably want to get back with you because they know that no one else will take them. Because when people cheat these days, people like to put it on the internet. Like, when you cheat these days, sometimes if it gets, like, if everyone sees it, then you'll be alone for the rest of your life. Because people know what you are. You're a fucking snake. You're an absolute fucking snake. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a bit of a longer discussion video. So, again, I just hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go take my dog for a walk. Because I think he wants one. I think that's why he's been barking. I'm going to take my little dog here for a walk. Maybe watch some TV later and just have a good time around here, or at least try to. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next discussion video. By the way, if you guys stuck by all the way till the end, thank you so much for watching the whole video. Mind my rage. I really didn't mean to rage as much as I did, but this was a bit of a personal video for me because, like I said, this was a bit personal for me. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this vid, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all. Peace.